welcome. We have tremendous excitement here tonight in my Crinkly Bottom because I've decided to try and earn a little bit on the side, and we've hired the place out. We've hired the place out for a wedding reception, and it's all going on. There's a marquee on the lawn or whatever, and it's so exciting. I mean, the bride is just, oh, I mean, she's rough. She's rough. I mean, I can understand why she's having a wedding on Halloween. It's about the only time she's safe to come out, I think. Anyway, it is Halloween, and of course, the ghosties are abroad. The ghosties. And the ghoulies are abroad. And you know the difference between the ghosties and the ghoulies. It doesn't hurt so much, you get a kick in the ghosties. We've got a nightmare, an absolute nightmare for the parents in Wait Till I Get You Home, because there are some kids who do awful things. Dwayne, for example, doesn't spill the beans. He's a supergrass.
Every time you see a monkey on, an ape or a monkey on telly, we go, "Hiya, Dad." He's got hairs on his chest and he's fat.
That's just at the beginning. When I hired you for the wedding reception, I said we wanted nice tunes.
Philistine.
Middle of the road stuff. They come round here letting their hair down like that. Actually, they are linked. They are inexorably linked to our gotcha this week. Yes, they are. Because John Virgo and Right Said Fred have the most wonderful recording session that leaves John like this.
I do trick shots, you know what I mean. And now my balls up on the cushion. Yeah, the cushion. The cushion, yeah. I shake my little touch.
Absolutely superb. Shout it out, call the neighbours in, it's well worth watching. John Berger gets a gotcha Oscar. I've got the Crinkly Bottom Observer here, the newspaper that brings you all the very latest news. And here are... Oh, I know, it's a popular paper, it really is. It is. A police message on page 5. It says, for anyone involved in the mysterious disappearance of Tony Blackburn, thank you. And also another big news story in Crinkly Bottom this week. Plans to build a tunnel between Crinkly Bottom and the neighbouring village of Dangley End were shelved... That's going to be the level this week, isn't it? Plans were shelved this week when someone pointed out there wasn't actually anything in the way. Sad news, on Tuesday, the founder of Crinkly Bottom's fast food restaurant, Mac Bottoms, passed away. And it was a wonderful, wonderful funeral. The whole village turned out, and he was put into a special polystyrene container and kicked into the gutter. It was very moving indeed. Oh, unexpected. Excuse me a moment. No, I think we could pass on that, even though it is Halloween. Oh, well.
Oh, no.
I didn't have such a busy, packed show, I think. No, actually, I'm going to go for the treat. OK, I'm all yours!
Oh, yes, Mr. Edmonds. I've heard you'll have anybody for a chocolate hobnob.
Oh, Prudence! Oh, I don't know about hobnob. Not so much hobnobs as ginger nuts. I hope that's the last of the surprises. I would hate to have some brainwashed dimwit of a monster come through the door. Second thoughts, we had him on NTV last week. Let's go! Open the cupboard! Cupboard, we have all sorts of various items from around Crinkly Bottom, around the house. Hello, Prudence. She's here with her organ, of course. Now, also in there are a couple of very well-known people who are going to do the singing to aid Nick and Mandy in receiving as many of the objects from the cupboard as possible. A little bit about Nick. He's known as Tubby Tubbs or MC Tubbs. Because of his size. And he's 20. What's that, 100 weight? Yes. Describes himself as a playboy. A playboy, really? Yeah, lovely. And there's Mandy, whose full name is Mandy Cook, and she's a catering student. What's
yes,
it?
that's right.
Mandy Cook.
Mandy Cook.
Catering.
Wow.
And a part-time dancer as well. I'm going to tell you what is in this cupboard. There will then be musical clues from Prudence and from our celebrity guests to the items. Every single one you link up, you keep the item, OK? In there's a rubber ring from the Crinkly Bottom Baths. There's the Crinkly Bottom School Bell, a family photo album, sunglasses, a lovely figurine from the wonderful Crinkly Bottom pottery. But there's also champagne and Wellington boots. And within that little lot, musical clues to the identity of the people in the cupboard. Do you understand?
We've got it. We're going to
Great. Explain it to me, would you please? You've got a buzzer there to stop the whole thing. So you all right, Prudence? Are you ready?
Yes, of course I am.
Fingers on your organ, please, if you wouldn't mind, Prue. OK, and here we go with the first tune.
Where are those happy days?
Yes, what do you reckon?
I got a ring.
SOS. Yes, so what would it be? What would it be?
Rubber ring.
Rubber ring, yes, OK. On we go, Prudence. Another one, please. Prudence.
When I was a little bitty boy.
Dealing.
School bell. Go.
We are family.
Yes, it's a slate. We are family.
Album,
That's so exciting. Get going.
When Irish eyes are smiling, it's like
When Irish eyes are happy. What do you think it was then? On we go, please.
I would not give you false hope on this strange and lonely day.
Yes, I call that singing.
But the man
No, hurry then. OK, we'll go on. You missed out on that one. Next one, Prudence. Stop grinning, you silly old woman. Come on.
who would believe that I could be happy and changing? I used to think that happiness meant being perfect. But that wasn't the days before.
Congratulations. Yes, you took your time. So what's that lead to? Well, that's incredible. How do you make through the mayhem of the cupboard, we can now ask you, who do you think's in there? The Glasgow Orpheus Choir?
No,
No?
there's only one person.
Yeah. Go on.
Fred and
Fred
Wilma
Wilma
Flintstone.
Flintstone.
Irish Eyes are Smiling, mother and child reunion, the family thing and whatever. No, OK, let's have a look and see what's in the cupboard. Open the cupboard, please. Open the school bell, you got the photo album, you got the figurine, you got the champagne, and I got a Wellington boot round the side of my head. Thank you very much for coming along. You did quite well. Prudence, you were terrible. Thank you for opening the cupboard. NTV. If you're a policeman, don't worry, it won't come to your house, but you never know. NTV. Oh. Excuse me. Someone at the door. It's all go. I knew it would be a busy one.
By Jove, look, it's one of these new synthetic dummies. Shove him in the suitcase, you'll be on a winner here.
I'd like you to meet our host, if you don't mind.
Not now, I'm looking at this silly ass.
This is our host. This is Mr. Noel Edmonds.
Good God. Are you him? By Jove, you poor devil. I tell you, that's an unusual jacket.
Oh.
You never throw anything away, do you?
I gentlemen, what can I do for you?
Well, actually, no, you must have forgiven me. He's had a few drinks now, but he really would like to see your wine cellar.
Oh, please, of course, do come through, yes.
I understand you've got some very old wine here.
Yes, we've got... Well, we used to have old wine, but I chucked it out, and we've got plenty of nice new stuff. You'll really like it. Do sit down there. I'm sure you'll be most comfortable. Right. Lovely. Good to see you.
Oh, look at this. It must be a damn good wine cellar. Why, they've got a lift.
It just occurs to me that everything's a little quiet over there, but I'm sure we can find a companion for Lord Charles in a moment or two to sample a bit of wine, you know, go in the lift and that sort of thing. In the meantime, we're going to have a party piece or two. And we've got Vince, he's from the cinema, of course, and we've got Monica Dews, who's the vicar's wife, and the headmaster, who once again will be passing their judgment on acts of talent. Here is Gary Bennison.
Vincent, I thought it was very good. Can he do any... Can he cough us like Donald Duck or anything? Excuse me, you haven't given him a mark.
I'm so sorry, I was carried away with the excitement of the
Yes.
next act. And the score, please, Vincent?
I'm not giving him one. He was too good. 11.
11. Monica? 9. And headmaster? 9. And a total, please.
25.
25.
Excellent. Very lucky to have the headmaster there to get the score right. Oh, excuse me a moment. Just get rid of this person.
It looks like it's just fallen off the top of the wedding cake, doesn't it?
Hello, Orville.
Hello.
I tell you what, Orville, would you like just to come over here? It's lovely to see you.
Oh, what's happening?
Well, because it's a chance of a lifetime. Sit down. Take the weight off your feet there.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
Oh, this is
lovely.
nice.
You all
it,
right, Lord Charles?
Well, actually, no. I think I must take more water with it. I used to see pink elephants. Now it's green ducks.
Is this a rocket ship?
A rocket ship.
A rocket ship, yes,
Oh,
yes,
I like
yes, it's a rocket ship, yes, yes. Now, if you would like to vote for Orville to be able to go in a rocket ship, it's 0891 800 311. 0891 800 311. If you would like Lord Charles to have a chance to ride downstairs to the wine cellar in our lift, then it's 0891 800 322. And the decision is entirely yours, so I'll see you in a little while, chaps. Now, here's a man who's going to get more than a rocket ship. He's going to get fireworks when he gets home. He's going to get all sorts of problems. So we go downstairs to meet Dwayne and Wait Till I Get You Bern and David, who own something called a Dwayne. And he's not going to say anything embarrassing, is he?
You better not.
I hope not.
We're playing for the Frog Teapot. And I started off by actually asking Dwayne whether Dad actually does anything embarrassing. Did he say he has conversations with his reflection in shop windows? Of course he does. He's a dad. Or he pays a little too much attention to page 3 in certain newspapers. Or do you think he said something else? Something else?
Something else.
You're praying it's something else.
But Dad opens paper and there's a rude lady with a bra down there and the knickers down at the feet sometimes and sometimes there and sometimes there, right? And he just pretends to read that and he looks over there like that.
Anything you want to say?
He's grounded for a month.
A set of glasses with the giant pepper. We were on the subject of food, so I happened to say, what does Dad eat like? Now, did Dwayne say he's got an appetite like a bird, big bird, or he has his food piled high on the plate, he eats like a horse, Mum ties a bag round his neck, or some other Dwayne-like utterance?
He eats like a horse. No, piles it high.
He just goes like this, reading paper, watching telly, he just goes like that. Oh, is it that big? My mum says, do you eat that or climb it? It's like...
We'll change the emphasis entirely. We're playing for an alligator shower cap. And I said, do you think that Mum and Dad actually have any secrets? Now, did Dwayne say sometimes they write forward backdated taxable allowances with the effect of avoiding the due payment 2 years in a row? They think they do, but I listen at the door. Only from each other, or something else?
Something else.
Something else.
At night time, I listen to the door and my dad goes in while my mum's changing. All I hear is... True.
What do you think they're doing?
Kissing.
So while they're in their room, you're up against the door with your ears flapping, eh?
And if I had a camera that could see through doors, I'd just make a little camera and I'd look through doors and see what they're doing.
Don't let him have a camera. Now, portable colour TV could be yours if you manage to get this right. The son is clearly very open and informative, so I carried on and said, who does your mum fancy? Did he say Andy Stewart? Rod Stewart? Anything in trousers? Or someone more challenging?
It's got to be Rod Stewart. She's mad on the...
Rod Stewart. Definitely Rod Stewart.
What does she like about Rod Stewart?
His body?
What would your mum do if she met Rod Stewart?
Take him in the bedroom, lock the door, and kiss.
I'm moving on next week.
What would you do?
What wouldn't I do?
We're playing now for the post-mistress gnome, all the way up from Crinkly Bottom. Beautiful post-mistress. This is not quite so out of context as it seems now, because we've been talking about sleep and why we need sleep and fatigue and whatever, and I asked him why do people wear anything in bed. Now, did he say so they don't frighten the tooth fairy? Even you should know this one, Noel. In case of fire? Or something else?
I think it'd be something else.
Why do people wear anything in bed?
So they don't have babies. So it keeps the babies in.
So you wear pyjamas so you don't have a baby?
This is tight round there. And I've got an hole just down there. Brother, he's got Spider-Man jammers, he's got a big hole right round there. He done it himself. And it went spring out, and it went... And you could see his pants. You could see his pants.
How old is he?
4.
Let's meet Dwayne!
Now, what did I ask you that you would like?
The whole set of G.I. Joe and Rolling Thunder.
Yeah. Now, you just hold those for a moment. In one of those envelopes, it says I must keep my bedroom tidy for a month. In one, it says I must do the dishes every day for a week. In the other, I must stay up late on Saturday nights for a month. So, would you like to choose one envelope? And what have you got?
I must do the... Oh!
But you've at least got that little lot as well, Dwayne. Oh, we can't see you behind there. Fern, Dave, and Dwayne. Thank you very much. Quiet, Orville. Let's see how the voting is going so far. Thank you for the tens of thousands of calls that we are receiving at this very moment live on BBC television. Oh, Orville! You're going to get to ride in the rocket ship. Isn't that great? Orville's going to get the chance to ride in the rocket ship, so... So keep those calls coming if you would. Now, what have I done so far? I've told you that we've got the wedding reception going on here, because I wanted to hire it out, you know, make a bit of money. We played Open the Cupboard, we've met Orville, we've met Lord Charles. Oh yeah, now this is the point where, of course, someone rings the bell at the door, and then they come... Normally ring the bell.
I am the bride's mother. And who might you be?
I'm Noel, and I'm the best man.
Compared to whom? I didn't see you in church.
Well, I was there. I was right down at the front.
Oh, my view of you must have been obscured by the page boy.
He was jolly tall for a 6-year-old, you know.
I remember you now. You supplied the wedding ring. It was 2 sizes too big.
No, that wasn't my fault, because on the box it said 1 size fits all. And I promise you, no, in the morning I will phone Kellogg's and complain. But I thought it was a fabulous service. I thought it was an incredible service. Didn't you think the service was wonderful? I said, didn't you think the service was wonderful?
Well, really, I was rather put off by the oaf in the West Ham scarf, with his head stuck in the font, singing "I'm forever blowing bubbles."
I think he'd probably just had too much to drink on the stag night.
I'm sure, but one expects rather more from the vicar. And I think the accepted phrase in the ceremony is, "You may now kiss the bride," not "Get in there, my son." Was it your choice?
No, it wasn't my choice. No, I had my eye on the bridesmaid with the big...
Oh, the whole thing's turning into a catastrophe.
Oh, that's marvellous, thank you.
You do know what a catastrophe is?
Yes. It's one of those little commas that you have just before an S, and it means that something belongs to somebody.
No, that's an apostrophe.
No, that's a chemist.
No, that's an apothecary.
No, that's a building in Greece.
Tell me more, tell me more. Have you seen Greece?
Yes, I thought it was a catastrophe myself, but anyway.
And the catering was appalling.
It was what you asked for. You said you wanted a finger buffet.
Yes, I did ask for a finger buffet. My daughter is mortified. She was expecting rather more than sponge fingers and fish fingers.
That's ridiculous. I just saw her and she looked very happy. In fact, she gave me 2 fingers.
I'm rather pleased her father isn't here to see all this.
Oh, I don't know Tabitha's father.
He'd be turning in his grave.
Is he dead?
No, we just buried him. No point leaving things to the last minute. I better get back to my other guests.
Good.
And one more thing.
What?
The roof on the marquee.
Oh, what about it?
I'd like one.
Please, thank you. I always look forward to. Yes, I'm a little nervous after last week. Teach me to go to a social club full of policemen, and I think if that chap had said less, his mates would probably have drawn a chalk line around his body. I think, but anyway. Here this week is a new, fresh week, and we have a new, fresh viewer, a new, fresh home to visit. And so let's meet this week's star of NTV. Hi, Karen. Hello, Karen. Hello, Karen. Hi. Hello, Karen Walker and Vista. Hello, no, Karen, sit down. You can't hide behind a cushion. Karen, you've had your hair done. You've had your hair done, Karen.
I have, yes.
Yeah, gosh, you look just like Gloria Estefan. Is that a new shirt?
Yes!
And a new belt, just for us on NTV. It's lovely to talk to you. Well, Well, you're certainly not a policewoman, are you? Oh, it's lovely to talk to you. You see, I've been told all about your antics in Bicester. You work for a company that's got an office right in the square in Bicester. Yeah? And I'm told that you work so hard that, in fact, you spend most of your time looking out of the window and... Sit down!
You're going to get me sacked!
And making rude comments about everybody else passing the window, yeah? Well, they're all looking at you now, and they're wondering about the taste of your sofa and the pictures on the wall, and... How are the tomcats?
I haven't got any tomcats.
Sorry?
I haven't got any tomcats.
Yes, you have.
No, I've got biscuit boys.
Oh, I see. With some of their crumbs missing. I get you. OK, the biscuit boys. Jolly good. Well, I mean, it is wonderful to talk to you. I believe that you do have some strange eating habits.
Do I?
Yeah. I've got a picture here that shows you at an early age with a very peculiar eating habit. You're actually munching the sand there on the beach. But now you've matured somewhat, and there's something else that you can't wait to get your teeth into. Is it?
Sausages. I love sausages.
You love
Cold.
They've
got to be cold.
Yeah. Well, this is pretty cold. Here's a sausage for you. 1, 2, 3. Come on, I want to see you nibble my sausage. Come on.
I'm not eating this.
Yes, go on. Have a nibble. Fresh? It's fresh. Now, the other thing, Karen, I understand that you've gone through a difficult period of being a bit of an exhibitionist at parties.
What do you mean?
Well, I was told... Well, let me show you at an early age, and then I'll explain what you actually do now. Am I right in thinking that at 1 or 2 parties you've actually done that?
I'm grown up now, Noel.
Yes, but I'm told you show your grown-up bits at the party. Is that true, Karen?
No, not anymore.
Oh, what a shame. What a shame. I thought we were going to brighten up this Saturday evening.
It's too early.
It's too early. I'm prepared to wait. And now it was Alison that told us all this information about you. And no, it's all right, because I'm on your side. Because I've got this picture that she doesn't know about.
Oh, no.
Come out from behind the sofa, you coward! Now, now, Karen.
What?
Just lean.
Oh, my phone's ringing.
Well, hard luck. It's probably somebody ringing to say you're on the telly at the moment. I want you to listen very closely to this because I want you to be honest about something that happened some time ago.
Yeah?
Can you see this that I'm holding in my hand? Do you know what that is? Ignore the number, but do you know what that is?
No!
It's a Hillman imp, isn't it? It's a Hillman imp, isn't it?
Yes.
And you lost something in a Hillman imp. Didn't you? Am I right?
I lost my innocence in a hill.
Oh, I was told it was your earrings. I've got your earrings. I've got your earrings here. How tall are you, Karen?
5'9".
In a Hillman imp, right, okay. I hope the man from the St John's ambulance was kind to you. Now, I understand that you like to perform in... Oh, no, hang on. You like to perform in front of the mirror, I was going to say. You like to sing and dance in front of the mirror.
No.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
The neighbours have seen you dancing in front of the patio doors. You do like a dance, don't you?
I do.
Yes. And who do you try and pretend you are when you're dancing in front of the patio doors?
Oh, anybody, really.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Well, you like to pretend you're Gloria Estefan, don't you? and a very well-known dance troupe, I believe you pretend you're part of. You always say, don't you? Show your age, come on. I mean, we're not talking spring chicken here, are we? Come on.
Oh my God, what's happening?
Well, you always say that you'd love to be part of Pan's people. So, here we've got Dee Dee and Ruth and Babs, Pan's people. Now, you're not being honest with me because I have been told that the neighbours regularly see you dancing around that room, looking at your own reflection in the patio doors. Now, are you going to own up to that?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Well, now's your chance to be part of the legendary Pan's people, and they've got an outfit for you, and we'll come back to you in a moment when they've done a little bit of dressing. But if you would like me to visit somebody through NTV, I'd like to know as much about them as possible. Loads and loads of information. I think this gives you an extremely good example of the sort of thing we need to find out about. Also, if you want to play Open the Cupboard, or you've got a suggestion for a vote for our Gunjing, you know, somebody who's in a position of power, this, that and the other, then we'd love to hear from you. NTV! Noel's House Party, P.O. Box 2020, London W12 6HP. That's our address. Give us as much information as possible and we will try and oblige. And now, ladies and gentlemen... What?
You just read that first.
Oh, no. Well, this class act deserves a proper introduction from a major celebrity. What?
Look at the monitor.
Oh, no. It's only the second...
One of the most popular features on Top of the Pops each and every week has to, of course, be Pan's people. Every now and again, they do such a very good routine that we get so many requests to have it back that we have to. And this is what they're going to do. Pan's people dancing to Carly Simon's You're So Vain.
Only the second show! Nearly 20 years ago is the only defence I could give for that. And now, ladies and gentlemen, in 1992, we've got Karen and Pan's people dancing to You're So Vain. Take it away. Wonderful. Karen?
Yes.
I bet you never dance in front of the patio doors again, do you?
Do you know?
Do you want to say anything to Britain before we move on?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Karen Walker in Vista. Let's play for money. Let's go grab a grand. Love that. I love it. And now, the question that I set you last week in our prediction game of Grab a Grand was how many times on Tuesday during Prime Minister's question time would the Speaker say order, order? Now, I did at the time get terribly confused and say, well, you can count order, order as 1 or 2 or whatever. In fact, we're going to be very lenient here and give you quite a broad spectre of numbers to choose from. In fact, anywhere between 8 and 11. It wasn't as many as I would have thought in the current political climate, but anyway, the Speaker only spoke either 8 orders or you count the double order orders, it was 11. And all the correct people are scrolling away there. Now, just before I actually stop this, I would like to explain something that happened last week because Maureen managed to win £1,220. Pat Cash had to stand there and merely pick up a couple of notes because of this little 10-amp fuse which blew in our money box. Ladies and gentlemen, this would normally be 26p, but it has cost me £1,220. So hopefully that's not going to happen again, as we now look away, stop that there, and it stops at Neil Curtis, who no doubt is hopping up and down, and I hope he's rushing to his telephone. He's got a good number, and it rings straight away. Hello? Hello? Hello, Neil?
Hello?
Hello, Neil?
No, this is his father, I'm afraid.
Oh, hello. Well, what's your name?
David.
David. Where's
Yeah.
Neil, then?
Well, he rang in and told him he'd be on a different number today, and you said
Yeah, well, we'll talk to Maisie down at the Crinkly Bottom Exchange, and we'll get it sorted out. Anyway, it's nice to talk to
I
you.
could give you his number if you like.
No, no, not at the moment, no. Could you stay on the line, and we'll get that number, and we'll sort it out?
All right, then.
Yeah, good.
All
OK,
right.
nice to talk to you.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, OK.
Bye-bye.
Are you happy? Because you sound really pissed off to me.
Me?
Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm certainly happy.
You are a happy man.
Yes.
Good. That's what I like. OK, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. God, didn't he sound fed up? Anyway, this week's question, dead easy, absolutely simple, if you're into the American election. Bill Clinton, how many votes will he get in percentage terms when the first state announces its result in the American election? Bill Clinton's percentage in the first state announcement in the American election. Your prediction now and for the next few hours on 0891 800 300. 0891 800 300, and you could win an awful lot of money. And I could get to talk to your dad, of course. Now it's, and now it's time for that great moment. Right Said Fred were absolutely brilliant, as you're about to see, and they helped me get John Vegas!
Yeah, budge up.
Yeah, well, a big boys and a small
Budge
sofa.
up.
Now, John, we got the message back, I'm not quite sure where it came from, it might have come from Dennis Taylor, that you have always wanted to make a pop record.
Well, I did try to do one once, and when I had the opportunity to do one with the boys, I thought, this is great, you know.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, I must say I was really disappointed, because I thought I could be on tour and everything.
Yeah, well, you might. You might. We'll all get a chance to see the actual video, but, well, he did have a tough time, and the producer simply told John that everything he did was absolute rubbish. And when Dennis Taylor came in, and Ted Lowe as well, they did it in one take, and the producer said they were fantastic. And he got very narked about it. So we will now go over to a top London recording studio where, first of all, you will see the rehearsals for the song, and then you will see the actual takes for the video.
Are we ready to have a go at this?
Right. So how do you want me and John to do this together, or John to take a few whacks at it first?
It'd be nice if it was John's voice, then music. So, John, take a cue. Can you see that?
Yep.
OK, we'll go on that. That'll be your cue.
I'm too sexy for my vest. Too sexy for my vest. I think I need a rest.
OK, just hold it there. It's more, I'm too sexy for my vest.
I was just doing it, you know, just reading it. You know, just to see what you thought of it. Obviously, you know, not all right. I'm too sexy for my vest. Too sexy for my vest. I think I need a rest.
John, I think it's I think the rhythm's slightly different. I think it's I think you want to do I'm too sexy for my vest.
I'm too sexy for my vest. Too sexy for my vest. I think I need a rest.
It'd be nice if on the I think I need a rest what Richard did.
I'm too sexy for my vest. Too sexy for my vest. I think I need a rest.
Too sexy for my vest. Too sexy for my vest. I think I need a rest.
If it can come from more the nether regions, that would just make it even better.
Okay. I'm too sexy for my vest. Too sexy for my vest. I think I need a rest.
Okay, let's go on.
Too sexy for my cue. So sexy on the blue.
And a bit more kind of confidential, do you know what I mean? I mean, do it as if it's into,
Gotcha.
Into the ear of the woman you love. I mean, I don't know what your personal interests are, but...
It's a donkey on Blackpool Beach. Okay, big ears. Can I pretend I'm on the phone? That might help, mightn't it?
I think it'd be... Just
Okay.
pretend you're on a microphone. I think that would be...
Ooh, that was going to the nether regions, that one, wasn't it? Okay, I'm with you.
If you can make Q sound a bit, you know, dirty, then that's all to the good.
When we do the video, am I the plumber who comes in and catches the two girls on the couch? I'm too sexy for Ted Lowe. Too sexy for Ted Lowe. The red goes down below.
You carry on there, John.
Otherwise, I don't carry on. If there'd been something else down, I'd have read it. Yeah.
Ted Lowe sounded funny the first time. I don't know why.
He always does.
No, but the second time I said it with a sort of, or I felt with a little bit of element of surprise in my voice, you know.
If you delay before below, you can't get into...
Yeah, but it is as somebody once said in the film, so a key change there, isn't it?
No.
I do trick shots, you know what I mean. Sounded horrible, Three shots, you know what I mean. And I'll stack the balls up on the green base. Yeah, on the green base. On the green base, yeah. I stack the balls up on the... Too sexy with my beard on.
No, let's not worry about that. That wasn't a million. No, that wasn't a million miles away. No.
Are your cans working okay there, John? It sounded just a touch flat.
I think I went in too high originally.
Exactly, and I think you were kind of struggling from then on.
I do trick shots, you know what I mean. And I line my balls up on the cushion. Yeah, the cushion. The cushion, yeah. I shit my little cushion.
Okay, hang on.
Only fractionally camp, these lyrics. Probably more camper than the ones we wrote.
You might start thinking about the move you're going to do on I Shake My Little Tush at the Cushion. I know that Jeff has some ideas for this.
Yes, I'm sure he does.
That was you, John. John, that's you.
I'm sorry about this. I'm too sexy for Steve Davis.
Excellent. We're going to get Dennis and Ted in to do their bit. We'll try it with the music, Ted.
And I'm too sexy for my cue. Too sexy for my cue. So sexy on the blue.
And John Virgo comes to the microphone relaxed, poised, and very sexy. I don't think.
Too sexy
Unbelievable. OK, Dennis, do you want to give us a bit of a level or just go for it?
Yeah, well, let's just go for it, yeah? I'm too sexy for the lasses, too sexy for the lasses, too sexy to wear glasses.
Fabulous.
They just call me One Take Taylor, thank you.
Something we use on Big Bet. I got two balls stuck together.
That ain't our problem.
No, I'm just thinking, when I say I'll put my balls on the cushion, if you have two stuck together, it looks like funny,
It would do.
Oh, forget it.
When I do trick shots, you know what I mean, and I line my balls up on the cushion, up.
Up. Oh, cushion. On cushion.
On the cushion,
Like that.
up. On the cushion,
Up, like that. On the
cushion, up.
I got like that.
Okay, choose the
Like that.
No, just got to be careful with the cue. I don't poke somebody's eye out with it. That's what
Don't worry, this is show business, it doesn't matter.
I do trick shots, you know what I mean. And I line up my balls on the cushion. Yeah, on the cushion. On the cushion, yeah. I shake my little cushion.
Right. So he goes down after that.
Where you are, all the cues in the middle, hold it like that.
Oh, you've been watching Busby Barton.
Yeah. 2 hands, it's easier, and you're going to walk round. You're going to walk round the table.
Oh, it's not like a fertility dance.
Here we go.
Too sexy for this game. Too sexy for this game. So sexy, that's my name. I'm too sexy for Steve Davis.
You're too sexy for this gospel. You're too sexy for this gospel. Too sexy for this gospel.
John Virgo, your very own got your Oscar.
Oh, John, I love it. I thought you were going to make me a star.
On behalf of the British music industry, gentlemen, I really can't thank you enough for helping us with that. We have the first ever honorary Got Your Oscar for Right Said Fred.
Fab.
Gentlemen, that was absolutely brilliant.
Thank you.
Clearly a great career for John. And when you see the video complete, I'm sure you'll agree that this is a well-earned...
I've got something for you, Noel.
Oh, yeah, what's
A
this?
no dad waistcoat with...
Bottom this way.
Excellent. I'll put that there for a moment because we've got the video coming in a moment, but let's go grab a grand! Hello. Hello, Neil. Nice to talk to you. I talked to your dad. He's very well. You'll be pleased to know.
Pleased, wasn't he?
Yes. What will you spend the money on if you win it?
Oh, I think I'll go on a holiday.
You go on a holiday. You're not going to sort of buy a TV licence for Paula Yates or give any
Might
money
do.
to Frank Warren or anything like that. Now, look, I've got quite a choice here. We've got East Caribbean dollars, 5,000 of those, 4,000 New Zealand dollars, and 7,500 South African rand, all in little sort of Lord's cricket ground models. So, what are you going for?
The New Zealand dollars.
You're going for the New Zealand dollars. That equates to £1,342.
Yeah.
That will be going in there. You haven't won it yet. No.
Oh, okay.
Hang on, he hasn't won it yet. But to do the grand grabbing for Neil, we've got a gentleman who, a few years ago, at the Neasden Ritz, got himself a ballroom medal, a bronze. Very good indeed. He's very keen on football, but I think we know him better for what he does with a bit of leather and some willow. Mike Gatting! A slightly different box. Not the sort of box you're used to, if you wouldn't mind getting in there for a moment.
Am I allowed to go on all fours?
You can do anything you want, but the time that you will have to do it will be dictated by how you answer these questions, Neil. The Queen celebrated how many years on the throne this week?
40.
Correct. 20 seconds. Which famous wildlife park has recently been closed to the public?
Windsor.
Correct. 40 seconds. Which famous soap pub was set on fire in a recent episode?
Queen Vic.
That is
Yes.
the entire, complete 1 minute. Go! Quick, over this way, quick to the high-tech scales. Gosh, I thought you were grabbing at Pakistani umpires there, the way you were going. Oh, in they go. Is that it?
That's it.
OK, and we press it there. It's 3,180 New Zealand dollars. We can do a conversion at this moment very, very quickly. New Zealand dollars at that come out on the current exchange rate at 1,067. That'll work with Neil. Well done, Mike. That is brilliant. Over £1,000 to Neil. You can play Grab a Grand, of course. But now let's have the update on our on our opportunity for Orville to go for a fly in a rocket or for the lift to be used for Lord Charles. Orville will go in the rocket ship in just a moment, but now, here is John Virgo, and he is just too sexy for words. The video that is going to make him a pop star.
I'm too sexy for my vest, too sexy for my vest. I think I need a rest. Yeah, I stack the balls up on the green base. I'm too sexy with my beard on, so sexy I'm a weird-un, too sexy for a ridden.
I'm too sexy for the lasses, too sexy for the lasses, too sexy to wear glasses.
I do trick shots, You know what I mean? And I line up my balls on the on the cushion, yeah. I shake my little touch at the cushion. Too sexy for a joke, too sexy for a joke. That red can take a walk. I'm too sexy for Steve Davis.
Orville is going to get the chance to go on his rocket ride now. Next week, we've got a gotcha for Frank Carson. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the house party. Good night!